we should have a self-esteem. And in addition to that, is generally we talk about low self-esteem and high self-esteem. So low self-esteem would be, let's say high self-esteem, you get promoted, you get that second date on Tinder with this hot guy or girl. So you feel really like happy and you feel valuable, but then it could be that maybe you don't get your dream job, or you get dumped, or you choose to end your relationship and it's not a good feeling, and then your self-esteem crashes.
Hi there, Adrian here, and this is a video from a Zoom session that we do. We do these Zoom sessions every Sunday and we take questions and answers from the audience, some of our students, some of our members. We never know what questions are coming up, so I'm always excited to do these sessions and I hope to see you at one of them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and check out the other playlists that we have. Thank you, enjoy.
So all my life, I was in search of something. I knew something was missing. I just didn't know what it was. And I would look around me and think, how can they be so confident? How can they be so compassionate? Have great jobs, climb the career ladder? And I guess from the outside, a lot of people could think the same about me. We grew up in a very loving and caring family. I have 4 amazing siblings, true friends I can really count on. I studied at the best hotel management school, traveled the world, lived in different countries, opened a company in China, have a healthy and stable relationship. And yet, deep inside, I would feel so miserable without anybody knowing it. I was obsessed with these questions, How can I fail so much at life? How can they be happy? Why not me? What have I done? I guess I was wondering that, or thinking and naively believing that one day I would magically wake up feeling amazing. I started to join motivational groups like Monday Morning Motivation, Motivate Shanghai, listen to podcasts and follow blogs. And so I started realizing, hey, could it be this self-esteem? Could it be that I have a low self-esteem? So I made a conscious decision that in 2018, that will be the year I will increase my self-esteem. I hired a coach and a whole new chapter opened. We should have a self-esteem. And in addition to that, is generally we talk about low self-esteem and high self-esteem. So low self-esteem would be, let's say high self-esteem, you get promoted, you get that second date on Tinder with this hot guy or girl. So you feel really like happy and you feel valuable, but then it could be that maybe you don't get your dream job, or you get dumped, or you choose to end your relationship and it's not a good feeling, and then your self-esteem crashes. I was personally not okay with this anymore. And I was sure that actually there would be a more balanced way to think about self-esteem. I was a bit fed up, to be honest, with this roller coaster of like, oh, I'm feeling a low self-esteem. Oh, I'm in a high self-esteem. So that's bring me to my own definition of self-esteem, which actually resonates probably with many of yours as well, which actually is unconditional self-worth, meaning that it really has nothing to do with external factors, but really like how we feel our value, and that we just deserve to live just being, really, as a human being. and that, let's say that you would feel it's a bad day, you're not really motivated to finish your presentation or to go and see your friend to the park, but that should not impact the way you value yourself. It's actually okay to have a bad day, not feel really motivated. You are worthy to just relax and recharge. So usually people link feeling bad or feeling high to self-esteem. And I'm not too sure what you think about that, and feel free to jump in here. But to me, I had to disconnect this, and myself as a human being and my value had nothing to do with my mood, basically. So great. So as I was sharing, my definition of self-esteem is really unconditional self-worth and just deserving to be alive. And I'd like to share a little bit more about my story, which actually made me connect the dots and come up with this definition of myself, of my own. So I was born with congenital heart disease. So at the age of 12 hours, I was actually undergoing my first heart surgery. And I have been taken away and rushed to another hospital just a few hours after my birth. And for the first years of my life and carrying on afterwards, hospitals was my second home. I have been growing in this environment, and I was obviously that's how I grew up. I didn't know any before and after. So I was growing up just trying to be myself as much as possible, but also trying to be perfect as I was born imperfect. I will get into that topic a bit later. But obviously coming to teenage, being a girl on summer holidays, you see all your friends with their really tiny bikinis and you're wearing like your huge brassiere or like the big top, not having or not wanting to show the scar, which is literally just all across your chest or my chest. So growing up with obviously these physical but also mental aspects of myself has been really challenging. Overall, I'm super healthy, so don't worry. But I came to a point where I accepted that. And a few years back, so accepting the fact that I am physically a little bit different than other people, I actually overcame that. And then came the point where I had to undergo other surgeries related to a pacemaker. So it's been nearly 6 years now that I'm living with a pacemaker. And I'm all fine, don't worry. I can drink and I can party and I can live my life the way I want. So, but I had some moments where actually I was thinking, okay, but if life is so tough like that to me, do I really deserve this life? Why am I complicating, other people's life, and obviously my parents and my siblings, friends and family worrying so much about me all the time? Do I really deserve if it has to be so painful? And so recently that made me think a little bit more about, well, yes, actually, I do deserve to live, because this little Sophie, who was just a few hours old, has been struggling, fighting, and pushing to live all her life. And just for her, I deserve to be here today in front of you. And I am worthy of this life and all the things I can do. So this little story, just to let you know, to sum it up, is that it connecting again to who I was as a kid and everything I've been through made me realize that yes, it has nothing to do with the outside world, anything to do with what happened to you. You have to feel inside of you this value that you have to be on this world and how you can contribute to making this a better place, and just bringing value to people and love. So that's how the whole unconditional self-worth came up to me.
Boom! You made it here! Good on you. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and check out the playlist at the end. If you'd like to come along to our Sunday sessions where we host a live, free Q&A for our students and members, you're welcome. I'll see you there.